What's up?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Oh my goodness, I was running behind today because I had Taco Mama last night, and I freaking love Taco Mama.
Me too.
Oh my gosh, I always split the nachos and always split a skinny pitcher.
Yum.
Woke up about 4 a.m. Not okay.
Oh no.
No, like not okay. And I was up for probably 2 hours. Finally went back to sleep. So we have our sunshine tea this morning.
I did a sugar-free Red Bull this morning.
Yeah, so caffeine was a must, and I was running behind, but now we are here.
Yeah.
And we are recording.
I've been splitting food recently too, which has not been a thing for me ever. I usually eat my own meal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a splitter now, I think.
See, I only split food with my mom because
well,
she doesn't really eat a whole lot to begin with. I don't know if Corey and I could ever do that.
Well, I didn't think that was going to be possible for me and my dude, but
here y'all are.
Yesterday we went to Huddle House for breakfast.
Oh.
And we got the MVP.
Oh, yeah.
But we split it.
Yeah.
So he added 3 extra eggs. So he ate 5 eggs total, scrambled, because he's a psycho.
Oh,
and
my gosh.
a waffle. That's what he had. And then I got fruit, grits, and
Yum.
turkey sausage. And honestly, do you ever, like, eat a meal and you're like, I don't feel disgusting.
Yes.
Like, I don't feel, like, that was the perfect meal.
Yeah.
That's how I felt about that. It was so
Especially
good.
with breakfast food,
Yeah.
too. It's the best. Like, I could eat breakfast, honestly, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I love breakfast food. That's, like, my...
And the night before we split, actually, like I'm saying, we're a splitter now. We split the sampler at Buffalo Wild Wings because neither of us were too hungry.
Yeah.
That's what we had. It was good.
See, I think if Corey and I ever wanted to split food, we'd have to get something huge. Like
an
Chipotle.
entire pizza?
Yes. Or more.
Yeah.
Honestly. When we get Chipotle, we'll each have our own bowl, and we split the chips and guac. That's the only thing we split, though. And
Understood.
like my bowl I'll make like a tiny dent, and his will be completely devoured.
Yep.
So
I get that.
So I don't know if we could split anything because I love you, Corey, but you eat a lot. It's impressive. Although yesterday he was like, "Yeah, I really didn't eat much today," and he really didn't. And I was like, "Dang, you need to go get some more food."
See, you know what? I think it's time I just say his name.
Okay.
I think we're over the nickname.
Okay.
Dude's name's David.
Okay. Okay,
No,
David. Yay.
Look, a name.
Yay.
Anyway, but he eats a lot.
Yeah.
But, like, it's a lot of meals in the day. That's his thing.
Okay. See, that is not Corey.
So he had a huge breakfast yesterday, and then we skipped lunch, and then we had dinner, and then he had, like, 2 bowls of cereal before bed. He drank an entire half-gallon of chocolate milk.
Wow.
Like, it was a whole thing.
Yes, wow. Yeah, aw.
Chocolate milk. Cutie.
But yeah, so things are going good. I guess things are going good. We have a name, so
yeah, things are good.
Good.
Things are good.
Yeah, Corey and I, we were gonna go 25 days in total of not seeing each other. And when I was in Nashville this past weekend, I was like, screw that, I'm buying a plane ticket, I'm coming to see you. I can't do 25 days. This sucks. Like,
25 days
sucks.
is
It
a
sucks.
long time.
Like, I hate it. I'm like, literally, I hate this. I miss you so much. I hate this. But the key, this is what's really stupid on my part, but like, I don't care. And I even said this to him. I was like, am I going to fly, come see you, go home on a Tuesday or Wednesday, teach line dancing, and then turn right back around, fly and see you again? I am.
Yeah. Why
like,
not?
I literally am going home to teach line dancing, absolutely, and coming right back because then we're going to drive to his parents' house after. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing it because I literally am sick of this.
I mean, if you're able to do that,
yes,
do it.
I'm
for it.
Distance is killing me. Not really.
No,
but,
I don't doubt it at all because luckily, me and David live 5 minutes away from each other. 5-minute drive. It's great. It's incredible. He was working doubles one week though, and so I didn't stay over at his house or anything. Like I just let him
do his thing,
work a 16-hour shift, and then have good sleep when he got home. Actually, was it more than 16? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Long day. Very long day.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was way more than 16 hours because he was leaving at like 4:30 and getting home at 11:30.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Long day. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to disrupt the little sleep you're going to get anyway. And that was like one work week, 5 days, and
it sucks.
I was like a caged animal.
Oh, yes. Literally. So yeah, I'm going to fly to see him this weekend. So I'm really excited just because it's been too long. But
I don't blame you. I would do it every chance I got. So
yeah,
I
do have a question for you though. This is really funny, I think, to think about. So we've had toxic exes.
Sure.
Pretty freaking toxic. So let's just say when y'all broke up, you and your toxic ex, if he offered you $12 million to keep your mouth shut and not share about it on here or tell your friends or tell your family, like, would you take the 12 mil and like keep your mouth shut?
I couldn't tell a soul.
Yeah, not like
I have no confidant.
You'd have to sign an NDA. I mean, I'm sure you could tell a friend, no one would know.
Yeah, like a trusted friend.
Yeah, you would get 12 million, but sign an NDA.
And I'm in the same financial situation I'm in right now.
Yeah,
I'd probably take it.
Yeah, I mean, 12 million.
That's a lot of money.
We're not talking about like even heck, $500,000.
Oh, done.
I mean,
no, really,
$500,000.
And that sucks. And I know where you're going with this because I have been doing my research this weekend on this. More respect to her. I wouldn't have been able to do the same.
Okay, y'all, $12 million. You're offered $12 million to shut your mouth about your 1.5-year relationship. Okay, what if you were like beaten black and blue? Like, what if you really like it was a constant bruises?
So here's the thing.
Like, how bad would it be? How bad could you take it and still be like 12 mil?
I think I would just have to negotiate. Like, could I take less money? Because 12 million's a lot of money. Could I take less money and like
say a little bit?
Say
my bruises are actually from him.
Yeah, could I say that and leave it there? I don't know. I hate this situation and I want to curse so bad. Like the worst ones.
$12 million are like you're set for life. Your kids are set up.
I know.
All you do is put that in a
like it all, and this is the point, and this is why it works, and which is really annoying because I'm gonna be that girl that would be like, you know what I went through sucked so bad, but not that this excuses it, but my entire life is gonna be better. So, fine.
So if y'all don't know what we're talking about, it's been all over TikTok. If you haven't listened to the diss track, apparently it's out now, like the second one, because apparently his team had the first one taken down.
Over and over and over. TikTok, YouTube, everywhere. I think it's up on Rumble if y'all use that app.
Never used it, but cool. I've never heard of a Rumble shot.
Rumble.
Oh, Rumble.
So it's like
SoundCloud?
No, it's like it's a social media where there's not many like there's no silencing of public figures.
Ooh.
Basically.
Okay.
So
we're talking about, can we say names? Like, is that okay to talk about them? I mean,
it's very public.
Zach Bryan and Brianna Chickenfry. What's her actual last name? Not
I don't know.
Right? I don't even know either.
I'll Google.
Oh, it's like it's something.
You're right. It's
yeah. I don't know why she's Brianna Chickenfry, but that's her social media stuff.
La Paglia?
Yeah.
Let me not say that wrong. Give me a sec.
But that's who we're talking about. So, does it say?
Well, I was hoping
it would speak it for you.
Pronunciation. Here we go. Here's her saying it.
Oh.
Okay, my name's Brianna
LaPaglia. Got it. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Chica. So they started dating. They dated for like over a year.
Yep.
And looking online, they were in love.
I know.
Okay, and backstory on Zach Bryan. He's a country musician. I guess you would say country.
Like folk. Yeah.
And he was married. This is, I think I have this. I might not have this straight. He was married. And he divorced her while she was in the military, like overseas, right?
Sure.
I'm not
completely sure on the details.
They divorced. Then he starts dating Deb. And then rumor had it at first that he cheated on Deb with Brianna. But I think they cleared the air and that was not the case. So she says, Deb, though, what was so weird, she's still on TikTok. Not a word was said about their breakup, their relationship, nothing. And everyone's like, dude, like, how are you just gonna like leave us hanging like that?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like, why'd y'all break up? What happened? You're not gonna say anything?
We were fangirling over your relationship, and now you just broke up, and we get no explanation.
Nothing. And she's the cutest thing. I love watching her TikToks. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. But still, like, nothing. To this day, nothing. And that was so odd.
It is odd, and I understand too, just a normal perspective. Like, you don't want to talk about the bad stuff.
But I mean,
maybe, but it seemed like it was more than that.
Oh yeah,
because there was no peep,
not a word. And I understand. Obviously, no one wants to publicly have their relationship out there. But if you're in a relationship, like for me, Corey and I are not a secret on my social media.
Right.
And a lot of people are like, oh, I hate the internet relationships. It's like, well, ours is not an internet relationship. It's just I share my life. So this is a part of my life. Well, with him, he's very famous. So anyone that dates him, you have to know, like, your relationship is public.
Yes.
To millions of people.
Yes.
So for her to not say a word, I get it, because that wasn't her life. She's not famous.
Right.
But still, like, your relationship was so, like people loved them.
Correct me if I'm wrong. There's no video out there where she's like, yes, we broke up.
Nothing.
Like, we
Nothing.
just move on, guys. Like, anything.
Nothing.
That's what I thought.
So then him and Brianna start dating, and I personally love her. A lot of people don't like her.
A lot of people don't like her. I never left her side. I thought what she said one time was a little...
So she's on the podcast with Dave Portnoy.
Dave Portnoy and Josh Richards?
Yes. She's on that podcast, BFF's pod with Barstool, correct? Yeah. So she sometimes can say things, and people will be like, oof, you could have said that better.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. There's a few things that she said where I was like, oh, that's a little icky.
Yes.
But I would truly think she's misunderstood.
Yeah, I think she comes from a good place. And she's real and honest. The fact that she's, 25? 24, 25? I'm like, oh my God. I thought she was like 28, 29.
I know. She's wise.
So,
honestly.
I would never have guessed that. But I think she is beautiful.
Oh, me too.
I love her.
I followed her for years.
Yes.
I love her.
I followed her before they started dating.
Me too. Yeah. I followed her before BFFs, all of it.
I
love her.
I personally love her. A lot of people don't like her. Whatever. Besides the point. They dated for over a year. And from the looks of everything, they were happy.
Peachy.
She was traveling everywhere with him. They had a house together, pets together.
The Bronco.
Yeah. I mean, they went to different award shows together. I mean, she posted him everywhere. It was one of those things where I would never have thought a breakup was coming.
No. She fully went on tour with him, right?
Yeah.
And like all of the shows, everything.
Yeah. And defended him when a lot of stuff happened.
Yeah.
She was always defending him. So then they break up. I still haven't listened to the podcast. Did you?
It's good.
I want to listen to it. I've only seen stuff on TikTok. So they broke up, and he put it on his story, and she was completely blindsided that he would do that, because I think she was blindsided by the breakup too, right?
So she tells it more in detail on the podcast, which I listened to a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Like I said, a couple days ago, so I might have like little small details wrong, but I think the biggest gist is they apparently she had gone on this whole tour with him, and then she was getting ready to go on her own personal tour for her stuff.
Yes.
And then he basically decided or there was like a 2-month break between each tour, and they were going to like chill out, whatever. And he was like, you know what? I need like alone time during this. And she's like, okay, cool, whatever. Yeah. Spent some alone time. It was time for her tour. She went. I think there were a few dates where he was supposed to come to. It never worked out. He, had an excuse.
Yeah.
But she was honestly like, I was honestly fine with all of that, because I was back in my element, like being on tour with him, like, and not being able to completely be myself, and in my own job, like being back in my element was incredible.
Right.
Just like I felt like myself.
Totally understandable.
Yes. So then, I think something happened where he said he needed to go back home. Where's he originally from?
Up north, right?
Is it Oklahoma?
Oh, is he from Oklahoma?
Is that right?
I should
Wisconsin?
know this, to be honest. Where?
Wyoming?
Continue.
Anyway, he needed to go back home, and she was like, cool, whatever.
Oklahoma.
Okay.
Well, he was actually born in Japan, but he grew up in Oklahoma.
Wow.
I do remember that fun fact.
That's interesting.
But yeah.
Didn't know that. So he had to go back home. She was like, cool, whatever. And then it was, and I think he had said that as an excuse not to come to one of her tour dates. He ended up flying to New York instead or something and doing like a free show. It was just odd while she was touring. Like, you couldn't do this, but you can go do that. And
we love supportive boyfriends. Wow.
Right?
What a
like, it
great
wasn't
guy.
even a planned show. Like, he just did like a pop-up, I think. So anyway, she was obviously pissy about that, as I would be.
Completely understand.
You can't come to one show. I just spent a year touring with you and went to everyone.
Absolutely.
You can't come to one.
Right. Oh, whew.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, and apparently he was out for hours and hours and hours that night and never replied to her or anything.
No.
Obviously, she's probably sick to her stomach. Like, what's happening?
Oh, I can't even imagine. I'd be pissed.
Yeah. So then he texted her, I think the next day, yeah, I can't do this anymore. That was her breakup. They had talked a few more times, like maybe working through it. And then they had mutually agreed. They kind of were in between of whether to work through it or whether not to. But mutually agreed either way, they were going to either say something together publicly or, something, like agree on a statement, something.
Yeah. And then he goes and posts this.
And he randomly, like before they even decided if they were breaking up or not, like it was they were still in that in between, he posted that story because he got caught on Raya, the dating app.
Oh, I had heard something about that, but I didn't know. I'm going to have to go listen after this.
Yep, it was all over the Reddit pages. He was on Raya.
Oh, wow.
And so
that's a dating app for famous people, basically.
Yes.
If you don't know what that is, that's what Raya is.
So he needed to let everyone know that he was single and he was not using Raya to cheat. Like, they had broken up. That's the only reason he posted the story, basically.
And here's my opinion on that. You start dating right after we break up. F off. I don't care. Fine, you didn't cheat. Well, right after, F off.
It was funny too because she was like, "That's wild that you can set up." Because Raya is kind of, you have to get like a lot of like background stuff done to like prove your identity.
Just
of who
like if
you
you're
are.
verified on a social platform on social media. I get it. Yeah.
So she was like, that's crazy that we've been broken up for like 12 hours and you were able to set up a Raya account. Like, that's interesting.
That's really impressive. Your team works fast.
Yeah. And he, what his excuse was? Oh, I just reactivated it. I already had it.
Huh.
And she was like, oh, great.
That makes me feel so much better, actually. Thank you.
It's just like that part made me giggle a little bit just because the man's brain is so funny sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, that's good. Thank you.
So then his team gives her an opportunity to sign an NDA and $12 million.
Crazy.
And she said no.
Yeah.
She said no.
She says in the podcast too that his team is stupid because they let her sit and think about it because they couldn't get their ducks in a row on their end. And then she was like, I mean, honestly, when they first offered it to me, I was like, yeah, done.
Yeah.
And then everything was kind of like being slow. And then the longer she sat and stewed, she was like, the more I wanted to say no.
I saw a clip too where she was like, wait, I was somebody important of status before you. I'm still going to be that after you. Because, I mean, at first, so here's the thing where for me, I mean, obviously, what's sad and sucks, and she has come out and said this, the amount of women that are like, oh my gosh, your relationship is so relatable.
Yeah.
That sucks, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
None of us were offered NDAs and $12 million.
I wish.
Like, that's the least you could have done after ruining me, sending me to therapy, making it so much harder to like continue date after the fact. Like, the least you could have done was offer me $12 million.
Emotional damage.
So that's why she did do something that stood up for women all over.
I know. Truly incredible. And that's why I was going to say earlier when we were talking about the hypothetical is, would you or wouldn't you? That's why I hate Zach Bryan so much, and I think he's the low-life piece of shit.
Yeah.
I'm so mad at him.
Smallest man.
I'm so mad at you.
Literally, your music is so good and you suck.
I love your music,
but
and
you suck.
Pisses me off.
You suck.
Because you know, and your team knows, and everyone who's around you knows, $12 million is an egregious amount.
I mean, that's life-changing.
Life-changing money.
That's
and
generational
you
wealth.
know that.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know that. And you're a piece of shit.
Because you know you could treat someone as awful as you want and they can keep their mouth shut.
Mm-hmm. Because you have the funds to shut them up.
Yep.
Ew.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Ew.
You deserve nobody in life. And if there are women out there that are still falling at your feet to be with you,
I hope,
you deserve everything you get.
buddy. And the fact that she was able to say no to this money financially, because a lot of women, I wouldn't be able to say no to that.
$12 million?
There's no way.
How do you say no to $12 million?
The fact that she was not only able to, but willing to, says a lot about her character.
Well, and then people thought, oh, well, Dave paid her off to talk.
I know.
And she was like, no. That's
paid me
not what happened.
Yeah. I think they thought that because, did you hear about the text he sent to his Zach Bryan's team?
No.
Oh, I've got to pull this up, but, oh my God, it's so funny.
Oh, I cannot wait.
We all know and love Dave Portnoy.
See that? Because my mom and I were talking about this last night, like $12 million. Like, how do you?
I can't imagine being able to say no to that because that is.
I mean, that. And I think it's one of those things, too. Oh, yes. Let's go.
So sorry.
No, you're good. Is that the text?
Hey, this is Dave Portnoy. I don't know who the fuck you think you are dealing with. I've been nice so far. Pay Bree ASAP or I'm coming for Zach's throat. Bree won't have a say in it anymore. Josh won't have a say. I can pay Bree myself. I've tried to stay out of it, but stop, all caps, fucking around. Pay her or shut the fuck up. I'm losing patience. So I sent that...
Talk about Big Brother energy.
I need someone to ride for me like that.
That's incredible.
So I think that's where it got twisted because he was just like
saying
I could pay her myself. Like if you're gonna pay her, pay her.
Yeah.
I think that's where people were confused.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Dave, that is the energy we need.
And I love too because Dave is such a Taylor Swift fan.
Is
Do
he
you
actually?
know that?
No.
Oh, he's such a Swiftie. He loves
and
her.
she is now too.
He's such.
Wait, I didn't know that. Wait, I love that.
It's so
That's
cute.
That's surprising to me.
I know. He's such a Swiftie. I mean, I watch this podcast. I don't watch every episode, but like I watch it enough to like know them.
Right.
And he talks about Taylor Swift all the time.
Oh, I love that.
And like not just like her, but like her sets on stage, like how impressive they are, how impressive she is, her outfits.
Like he really is in awe with
he loves
her.
So
everything.
he has extra beef with Zach Bryan too because Zach Bryan has said that he hates her music, and so that's just extra beef on top.
I heard where he didn't like for her to listen to Morgan Wallen or Noah Khan.
That was a crazy
Are you
story.
a little insecure?
Literally.
What?
And you know what, Zach Bryan? I'll say it. I actually liked past tense.
Yes.
I liked your music more than Morgan Wallen's.
Me too.
Not anymore.
No.
I can't say the same about Noah Khan because me and Noah Khan, we get along.
Yeah. His music hits home. But Zach, like, who do you think you are? You're not and I also have seen girls who've done meet and greets posting pictures and they're like, by the way, I'm 5'6".
Oh.
And he's like an inch taller. Like, by the way, short.
Oh.
You're not a short king. You're a joker.
Someone
You're a
said
short joker.
I can't remember. Is this in the diss track or did I read a tweet or hear a TikTok? I can't remember. But someone said that his head looks like a Lego head, and I cannot see anything else.
There's now a filter on TikTok that makes it a block. And so there's guys like
I saw
like
it.
doing it, and they're blockheads.
I saw it. It was like, this guy was doing that filter, and he was like, I can't believe you're listening to Morgan Wallen.
Yes, I've seen it. I think that's what I saw.
So here's $12 million to shut the fuck up.
Yeah. It's literally what it is. So that's what's crazy to me is like you are like we say this a lot. Like you are not cute enough to be acting this way.
No, not tall enough, not cute enough, not anything.
No.
He has little man syndrome. That's the problem.
He had Brianna.
I know, and she's incredibly beautiful.
Yes.
Like jaw dropping.
Yes. You had her.
And icky feeling. This is gonna piss me off. I love her best friend Grace.
Yeah.
Love her.
Yes.
I think Grace is incredible.
Yes.
Almost split them up from Friends.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
So have you seen a recap of the story she tells about her friends
Yes,
and
and
him going
off?
nuts?
So also, apparently, he would get super drunk, be abusive verbally, very controlling, like what she wore, would unfollow, like toxic. And that's another thing, kind of going back, I forgot because I kind of wanted to say this. Her being like, yeah, of course I'll take the 12 mil real quick. When you go through such toxic, you lose who you are.
100%.
You lose so much confidence.
Yep.
You don't feel like you can speak up and speak out. And you feel like your only option is to keep your mouth shut. It's him who's going to believe you. Like, especially for her, him being so famous, like, who's going to believe you? Are you going to cause all this beef? Like, there's so many reasons why taking that money is a no-brainer.
Well, and two, like, even with us, we have a small podcast here.
Yeah.
We haven't dated anyone. I especially haven't dated anyone even close to having any, like, real fame, notoriety, anything. I haven't at all. Sorry. That was funny. But, like, and I'm even sometimes, like, I don't say names here. I won't. I would never. Just because, like, I'm scared of that reaction.
Yes.
I can't imagine, having his reaction, which is the one I would be scared of, plus a million fans that ride or die for him.
His team, who is already going to throw $12 million at you.
And I mean, she has some nuts. She has some nuts.
Huge.
I'm scared for her. And not really. I mean, I think she's fine. I don't think that. Because, like, you can't be sued or anything if you're telling the truth. Yeah. I don't think she would say any of this if it wasn't the truth. So she's fine. Yeah. But I'm just scared for the reactions that are to come. Like, I hope she's in a good...
And she's got Dave.
Shit.
After that,
good point.
I would not be worried if I were her.
The diss track, have you listened to it?
No, I want to.
Oh, well, we probably can't. Damn.
I'm excited. After. Yes, I'm excited to listen to it. But
it is so funny.
I just am so proud of her. She spoke up for so many women.
I 100% agree.
Like,
for the women who couldn't have denied the money.
And so now, looking back at Deb, got it.
Yeah.
That is why we never heard a peep, and I don't blame her for taking it.
I don't. Oh,
the
my God,
fact,
no.
though, that she stuck to it, I mean, it's $12 million. How do you not? But
does an NDA ever expire?
No.
Wow.
I don't think so, because I had this conversation with a friend this weekend who has an NDA, or she had to sign one. And
interesting.
Yeah. And so she was like, I wonder if mine ever expires. And then I think she looked into it. She's like, no, it doesn't.
Interesting.
So I think it's probably different. I'm sure there is. But I have a feeling this one does not. Although, I don't know. It makes you start thinking, like, I have been like, maybe this is just like conspiracy theories. Like women who come out way after the fact to different like celebrities. Like, what if the reason they're just now coming out is because they had an NDA signed this whole time?
Maybe. I mean,
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
But that is what's so disgusting. It goes back to, like, when you have power and you have fame and you have money, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You can literally treat a woman like crap and pay her off and be winning at life and still making millions and still have fans and still have people, like, lifting you up and making you feel like $1 million. Yeah. It's disgusting.
I commend Brianna so much because she was able to say no to that money financially because she's worked her ass off and did it herself.
Yes.
Doesn't need Zach Bryan money.
But then, to be fair, like, for her, compared to Deb, she could say no. Because, like,
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Good for her because, like, that's, like, literally life-changing. $12 million?
I don't feel any type of judgment towards Deb at all because 1,000,000% I would take that money. And I wouldn't have, I'm not in a place to say no to that.
No.
I don't think I'll ever be.
And then for me, like, her saying initially, I'm like, all this emotional abuse, you darn right, you're paying me.
Yeah, right? It's kind of like, perfect.
Yeah. But then for her, it's like, no, you need to be exposed for who you are. And then I do feel bad because everyone's like, you've listened to his music. How did you not know what you were going to get? But that's the thing. If you're not in an abusive, toxic relationship, you don't get it. It's so easy to get stuck. It's so easy to think you're going to change someone. I'm sure she felt like, oh my gosh, I can be that person that changes him. I can be that light. I can be someone that's good for him. And, like, unless you're in it, you don't understand. You get stuck. You fall for potential.
Head first.
You get breadcrumbed.
Yep.
which means you get just a little bit to stay, and that makes the bare minimum is down here. And so when he gives you just above that, you're like, oh my gosh, wait.
Oh my God, he loves me.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So it's just a whole thing of toxic relationships, and then someone who's famous, the fear factor of that too.
Oh, I can't imagine.
So, Brianna, we freaking love you. Like, I
100%.
love you. Like, you go, girl.
She's incredible. I love her too.
I'm excited to continue to follow her journey too now.
Yeah.
Going forward of like, because I think she's got a whole fan base. Everybody, the amount of women that have come out loving her now, being like, oh my gosh, the amount of people who've gone through things that you've gone through and you were able to stand up and speak out. Like, thank you.
100%. That's why I commend her for being able, because honestly, no matter what financial position you're in, I'm sure $12 million is still a fuck ton of money.
I mean, 12 million. That's what keep like telling me, 12 million.
I would never breathe his name ever again.
No.
I would be so good at that.
If you
NDA.
wanted me to, I would listen to his music on repeat even for $12 million.
I would put out a video and say, you know what?
Yeah.
I had a great relationship.
Yeah.
Everyone, shh.
Yeah. Whatever.
I'm not heartbroken at all.
No.
And I would be dancing to Oklahoma Smoke Show.
You're at Oklahoma Smoke Show. Like, I would have.
Yeah.
12 million.
That's insane. And that's what sucks about him, because he knows that's life-changing money, and that's exactly his point. Us making that whole funny scenario is exactly, he knows he can do that to women. To anybody. I'm sure if he pissed off a friend, he could do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what sucks about him.
Do you think we could reach out to our exes and be like, hey, like, I don't know if this would still be on the table, but if you wanted to pay me $12 million, like, I wouldn't talk about our relationship again?
I could probably blackmail mine right now into it.
To be honest, though. Yeah.
I have a lot of dirt on that man.
Yeah.
And he's not in a position to say no to me.
Or in a position to pay you $12 million.
No. Oh my God, no. No.
So, dang. I just can't get over it. It is really spicy. So if you haven't listened to the podcast.
Oh, it's so good. You should.
And it's just a wild.
Yeah.
Like CJ. Back in the day, before Mrs. Lois. If you were dating a girl and she was famous, she's a singer. Hot. Like, we'll say she was like stud. Okay. Treated you like absolute garbage. Y'all broke up. She offered to pay you $12 million if you never spoke of her name again. Would you say yes?
Yeah. I want to know. I want to genuinely.
CJ,
Let's
let
start
us know. Everyone
start a discussion in the comments for real.
Please let us know. Or how much money would it take for you to keep your mouth shut?
Yep.
Literally for me, it'd be $500,000. $500,000.
I like too that Brianna said that she's not willing to sit here and genuinely just expose him.
Yeah.
Like, she's not going to sit here and tell his personal secrets, his personal business, none of that.
No.
She was like, but I'm entitled to my own experience.
Yeah.
And talk about how he treated me.
And
I respect the hell out of her for that,
yes.
because it's so easy to start talking about someone and just spiral and snowball until you're just shitting on them. And
I would love to do that.
Me too.
But so the fact that she didn't.
When she had every right to, honestly. I mean, she can.
I would.
I respect her for not, though.
Yeah, absolutely. She's the bigger
then that
person.
could get slanderous and lawsuits and stupid, because they are going to do that, surely. But
I mean, it's just wild. She went ahead and dyed her hair, got some highlights. She's
I haven't seen that.
She's like, I want to get out of the dark hair era. Like, which is kind of true. She's like, different parts of my life go with hair color. So like, I want to enter a new phase in my life, like, and forget him and all of this. So she got a lot of highlights. I was like, yeah, absolutely, I get it.
Oh, I get that too.
Like when me and my ex first broke up, I went dark. Yeah.
I like your hair dark.
I get it done next week. What should I do? Should I go back dark, like chocolate brown?
I love your hair that way, but I
don't know.
I feel like every time you do that, though, you want more blonde. Like, you're like, oh, I missed the light around my face.
I did keep the dark for a while.
You did.
I don't know. Decisions.
Well, you have such, stronger highlights now that it would probably fade into a caramelly kind of situation anyway. So you might have some time to think about it.
I know.
If you do
We'll
go
see.
chocolate.
We'll see. I got to keep it on the warmer tones, though, so people don't call me old again. Yeah.
I hate that.
It's okay. I do need some like under eye cream stuff though. I need to figure out some good stuff. Yeah. Anyways. But yeah, y'all need to go check that out. It's crazy. How much money would it take for you to keep your mouth shut after a psychotic, toxic ex?
I'm genuinely curious.
Yeah. Anyways, we love y'all so much. I hope everyone's been having fabulous time. I know there's been a lot of things going on in the world right now just because it's an election year. Lots of change. Good or bad, I don't know. You might know. I don't know.
However you feel in your personal life is your right to feel.
And I just hope, my word is joy. That's what Corey and I have decided, like joy, being joyful. So I hope no matter what, everyone is happy, doing well, working hard, spreading kindness, spreading love, because that's all we can control.
Yep, exactly.
So we love y'all. Hopefully our AttaGirl hats will be on the market soon, so be on the lookout for those.
I'm so excited about those. They're so cute.
Bye. We love y'all.
Bye, everybody.